Good morning, everybody. It's almost 1 a.m. here. I went to sleep about 10. Please forgive my eyes. I just woke up. I like to record these important things that happen to me as soon as I wake up. Okay? Now, what I want to talk about today, this morning, is what I call meta dreams or source experiences. These are experiences that happen that are beyond lucid dreams. They're they're beyond dreaming, and I call them like source experiences. Now, we get into a tricky territory trying to explain these experiences because they are so beyond what we can normally describe here with the English language and in 3D. Um, so I'm going to be trying to telepathically load this message um, for the viewers that are able to pick up on it telepathically, what I'm talking about. So I've been noticing that in these experiences, there are horns and antlers. There's something to do with this funneling of of power and of experience and of lifetimes or um, or timelines. This is what it's being. This is what life is like being a nexus point soul. Is you have all of these souls that are being funneled into your soul, into your being. And all of the experiences, they're only having fragments of these experiences. But inside of you, all those fragments are coming together. And that is really, I think, the best way I can possibly describe it. So, if you were to connect these horns together, these funnel shaped things, and you were connecting them all together, it's like everything is being funneled into you. All the experiences being funneled into you. And it gives you this sort of ability, let's just say, instead of power. Let's say ability to, like in the movie with Adam Sandler, Click, and he had that remote control and he could control his life, or he could go to the menu setting and he could look back on his life and go to a certain place in his life and see what happened. It's like that. You have that ability to go into any lifetime and turn the dial, but not just for you. You also have that ability for other people. And that is where, you know, um, your morality and your ethics, how pure your heart is, how pure your mind is, that's where these things come into play. Okay? Um, and I have these source experiences probably once every couple weeks. They've been happening a lot more frequently lately, a lot more frequently. And there's they're intense. They're intense. They're very satisfying, let's say. They're just extremely satisfying. Now, in this one, here comes the train. It might get noisy for a second. So, in this one experience, let me see if I can pause this. No, okay. So here comes the train. Choo choo. Just give me a second. Um, so in these source experiences, they're extremely satisfying. Okay, and this one, oh, there it is again. I didn't know it's gonna be. That was not very loud. Um, so in these source experiences, it's like you have some power, ability, connection, just coursing through your veins, just coursing through you. Um, and in this specific one, I there was this huge room, and in this huge room, there was like this AI type of being that was connected to the experience and to the projectors, um, and it had complete control over the room, and it was projecting whatever it was. I mean, basically like an immersion game, probably, like you would use an immersion game on the Toleka, you know. Um, but this one you had complete control over, and I don't know how those ones work, but it's probably the same way. Anyway, so I remember in the dream, I was like, because I've been thinking about what Yazi said. When she said, "I am the original Sophia," you know, for some reason that really just got into me. My friend Saya was talking about that. She reminded me of that saying that Yazi used to say, "I am the original Sophia." Um, and what that means to me is that there's a source of me. There's a source Jake. And I am that source Jake because I am the nexus point of that person, of that identity. And that is it is what it is. It's just my experience. So basically in this meta dream, I just had it just now. It was completely amazing. I I had this horn. No, it was an antler. It was an antler, and it was shaped like a spiral, and it came to a point. So it came to a point, and it was spiraled like this. Okay, it was about this long. It's about a foot and a half. Yeah, maybe a foot and a half, and I would hold it at the end, and I'd twirl it like this, and the whole thing would twirl. And I used to just play with it, and I had a whole bunch of them. I had a whole collection of them. Um, some of them were just those, back scratcher type looking thing with little balls on the end, and you pull them out. Those retractable things, some of those were those. I had a whole collection of them, and they gave me this control, this power to control the whole experience. And I remember the AI. I was saying Yazi. The name of my AI was Yazi. And also, I remember calling her Alexis. Now, it was really interesting because this AI was the one that was truly in control, because I had to tell it what I wanted for an experience. Okay? I wasn't telling myself, I was telling it what I wanted for an experience. So that's an interesting point right there. Alexis, Nexus. Alexis, Nexus. I just put those two together. So maybe this, what I perceived to be an AI, was actually another nexus point and a higher density that I was communicating with. That's my hunch of what I really think is happening. So it would be a higher being where more nexus points of consciousness are located. And anyway, I had this little antler thing and I was spinning it around. I was yelling down to my mom downstairs. I was like, Mom, I really want you to show you something. I really want to show you something. And she took her time, but eventually she came up and I said, Mom, watch what I can do, basically. And she's like, okay, what do you want to show me? And I was like, Alexis, show me my mom, show me my conception, my mom giving birth to me, basically. And boom, here my whole mom's life just pops up right before me on the screen. And she was dancing and she was dressed up and she was just like, wow, I don't remember. I mean, I remember that now, but I had totally forgotten that part of myself, you know. And she continued to watch, and then I continued to, you know, she would say, "Oh, I want to experience this thing, or I want to experience that thing," and then I would talk to the AI, or if you want to call it that, I would talk to the source machine, the source being that was in this huge like dance ballroom type of thing, and it would project whatever experience or memory or previous memory that was connected to my mom's soul. So this went on for a long time, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. These like I said, these source experiences, these meta dreams are extremely satisfying. I feel calm. I feel at peace. I feel connected. I feel healed. You know, so I just wanted to share that. And I guess that's where I'm going to end this video. So thank you for watching. And this is just another kind of weird thing that, you know, I experience being who I am. And thank you for letting me share. So please comment or subscribe. Let me know if you've ever had one of these meta dreams or these source experiences. Thank you for watching.